Hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickformula review of LEGO Set 9444, Cole's Tread Assault. It has 286 pieces for ages 8 to 14, and it's from the Ninjago series, Masters of Smijitsu, and this set retails for $39.99. And I would like to give a shout out to quite a few people. I have Caleb Park, 27, the username 267, the 007 No, the Droodler, Commodore Ben, Wallstair 192, Maxilos 99, Resco 2812, Lottie 9797, Jacko Grange 999, DMTJ 2834, Aaron Rocks 3451, Ray Unicorn 0602, Black Stands, and the Soar Yellow 10. And those are all the subscribers who had asked me to review this set. So everyone, try to check out all their channels. Anyway, moving forward, here in the front we see that Hypnosis cannot stop a moving vehicle like that, and it looks like Scales is going to learn that the hard way. Here are the minifigures, more on that later. And here in the back we see all of the playable features, and it looks like Scales is having a really bad day. He's just losing. Anyway, I'll talk about this set in more detail coming up. You get two minifigures in this set. Just ignore the ladies in the back there, they're just there to look pretty with the car. Anyway, first up is Cole ZX with all new printing, which is pretty cool. The face is the same as always. And here's a close look at the torso. And that looks like a pretty tight knot on the waist over there. Kind of makes me wonder how long it takes him to go to the bathroom. Especially after he eats his spicy recipe. Although he does come with the Scythe of Quakes, so that should help him undo things a little easier. And there's the back. Next we have Scales, leader of the Hypnobrai. Now what's weird about his printing, or maybe even cool, is that it actually looks like an x-ray of his spine. And maybe a little bit of his ribcage too. And there's the back, which is pretty similar. There it is. The head doesn't really turn, but here's a closer look, which is really cool and intimidating. And he comes with the staff of the Hypnobrai, and a snake to hit you with, and you would hate to be on the wrong end of this one. And here is Cole's Tread Assault. I think for starters, I'm going to show you all of the playable features first before I show you what the model looks like all around. And I'll start with the blades opening up. And basically the way that works is you push this thing in and it will make all 6 blades open up. And there it is. How cool is that? It kind of reminds me of a porcupine after you scare the crap out of it. And basically the way this mechanism works is that we have 2 rubber bands here, one on each side. And when you push this thing, it will force this gray piece over here, over this hill, and that's what brings this piece up. And then this bar right here will push this one upward. And down here there's another piece that will push this gray one to the side. And here it is in slow motion. See that? Works every time. Really nicely done. It's a really cool mechanism. And you'll also notice from the box that this thing can also convert when it flips over. And it drives just fine when it's on this side. I am surprised that this side is green. It was kind of strange considering this thing's all black. Maybe it's for the Green Ninja? I don't know yet. It's still a mystery to me. And the next feature, as you'll notice, is that the cockpit over here, or the driver's seat, whatever you like to call it, it can turn every time the vehicle is flipped over with no problems too. And let's put Cole inside there. You notice that it's pretty smooth. There are no studs for Cole to attach to. So close that up. And make sure it's closed all the way, otherwise it'll get caught when it's rotating. And there it is, it works really well. No problems there. And now to take a look at this model all around, because this thing is really neat. It actually looks like a Batmobile in the world of Ninjago. And here's the view from the side. You gotta love these golden rims over here. They add a really nice touch to it. And you'll notice on the side here we have this really big blade. Now when this thing is extended, that's as far as it goes, and when you look at it from the front, it doesn't look like it goes very far. I think if these were extended to about that much, it would be a lot more effective, but oh well, that's as far as it goes, so nothing you can do about that really. And here's the view from the front again, and you'll see that up front and center we have this cannon here, which is really nice. I kind of wish my car has one. I could use one of these. This would send the guy in front of me a clear message to get out of my way. I mean, I could always honk, but that's rude. I could shoot one of these and it'd be funny and cruel, which is more of my style. Also in the front over here, we have these 2 golden spikes, which looks really nice, and they're made of a soft rubber plastic. However, I think these pose a safety hazard because if you have kids who play together and they're known to fight occasionally, this actually has a pretty good stabbing feature, so you might want to take these off because you don't want them to lose an eye over this thing. And this thing looks like a lot of fun too, so it is quite possible they would fight over this. Anyway, here's the view from the top. Looks really nice. And when you flip it over, you have the bottom. And while we're here, this thing cannot open up the blades when it's on bottom because for obvious reasons, the blades down here cannot open up and it kind of just stops the whole mechanism from working. However, this cannon can extend all the way upward like that, which looks pretty weird. And here's the view from the back. It's pretty flat, and then when you open this up, this thing actually looks like it could fly. For the most part, it's beautifully done. And now on to the recommendations. Overall, this is a pretty nice set, but when it comes to the value, I do think it's pretty steep because we're looking at 14 cents a piece. If you can get this for $30, then that would be pretty reasonable. Now, Toys R Us has this for 50 bucks, which is crazy because even after the buy one get one half off promotion that they have every now and then, you're still paying pretty close to full retail. So ideally, I do recommend you try getting this somewhere else, hopefully with a 25% discount as well if you can. Now, when it comes to play value, it is pretty good. When it comes to weapons, these blades here can come off and they can fit in the hands of a minifigure. We have two golden swords here on the sides. We have the side of the Quakes, the staff of the Hypnobrai, and the snake, so not too bad. And if you look over here, we have this part here on the tire that can actually come off and you can use that for your spinners. I think this is the only set that has it, so that's a nice plus. Oops, looks like Scale lost it before the duel even started. And that's what it looks like. So it's pretty neat. Not too bad, although it does look a little bit plain on the golden spinners. Anyway, in the end, I think you will find this to be a pretty cool set. Just if you can get it a little cheaper, that would be great. And that's it. That sums up my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.